Good morning, all of you. Welcome, all of you. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. I am coming to teach you a chapter Constitution in the subject Political Science. You know, students, the name of your first chapter is Constitution. You know, Constitution is a written documents. It is a set of rule and regulation, and according to which the country govern, and it decided what are the rights of people and what are the power of the government. Okay, class. In this topic, you have another part, fundamental rights and duties. This is in the Constitution, in the part 3, from article 20, from article 12 to 35. These articles explain about the fundamental rights. Students you know that what is right. Right is a claim. But in your book, what is fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are so valuable, so important, that they are separately listed in our Constitution. And these fundamental rights provided by the Constitution and Supreme Court and High Court is their protected. You know, in our Constitution, 6 fundamental rights are today we have. Okay, the first is right to equality. The second one is right to freedom. Third one is right against exploitation. The fourth is right to freedom of religion. Fifth is cultural and educational right. Sixth one is right to constitutional remedies. These are the 6 fundamental rights which today these rights are present in our Constitution. Okay, class. Or you know, these fundamental rights are protected by Supreme Court. If anyone is violated your fundamental rights, you can go courts and got the remedies. So these fundamental rights are very valuable for the people, and this is the guarantee of rights given by our Constitution. Okay, class. Students, now you know what is the difference between ordinary law and ordinary rights and ordinary fundamental rights. You know, ordinary rights and fundamental rights have too much difference. Ordinary rights and legal rights are protected by ordinary law, but fundamental rights are so important. It is protected by our Supreme Court or High Court. Okay, now come to discuss these fundamental rights. The first fundamental right is right to equality. Students, you know, Right to equality means everyone is equal before the law. You know, according to Article 14, everyone is equal before the law. No one is above the law. And Article 15 is saying there is no discrimination among the people on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste, on the basis of creed, or on the basis of gender, or on the basis of regionality. Means there is no discrimination among the peoples. And similarly, Article 16 is also explained about right to equality. Article 16 is saying equal opportunity. Article 16 is saying everyone have an equal opportunity, and if a government make some reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes or for women, so this is not going against the value of equality. Means Article 16 is saying everyone have a equal opportunity. Okay. Similarly, Article 17 is saying untouchability is a punishable offence. Means any types of untouchability is a punishable offence. And similarly, Article 18 is saying abolition of titles except in the field of education and military. Means this is important because the spirit of right, everyone is equal. Okay, so these are the some Article 14 to 18 explain about everyone is equal and no one is above the law, and untouchability is a punishable offence, and everyone have an equal opportunity, and there is no discrimination among the people on the basis of religion, language, caste, creed, color, or on the basis of region. And everyone is equal before the law, and same law is applied on every Indian. Okay. Now come on the second fundamental rights, right to freedom. Means in our constitution, Article 19, 20, 21, 22, these four articles explain about right to freedom. You know, Article 19 provide the Indian citizens 6 types of right. Everyone have a right to expression, everyone have a right to make an association, everyone have a right to make the trade unions and peacefully assemble in a place, and everyone have a right to movement in all over the country. Everyone have a right to adopt any occupation. Everyone have a right to settle any part of the country. So these 6 types of rights are available in Article 19, which our constitution provides us. Similarly, Article 20 is also provides some relaxation in the case of a person is accused. Accused persons have so many rights. That is why a person protect himself and got the justice. Similarly, Article 21 is very important. Article 21 is the right to life and freedom. This is very important. Article 21 is very important article because it says every person have a right to life and freedom. No one can take right to life Students, are you know, in our original constitution, in the time of emergency, state could remove, but after the amendment in 1977, during the emergency, no one can take the article 21, no one can remove the things right to life and freedom after the amendment. Okay, according to amendment, no one can take the right to life and freedom even in the case of emergency. So this is very important. Article 21, right to life and freedom. And similarly, it has another part, right to education. Okay? Article 21A. And in this Article 21, some another things also available, like you have a right to live in a peaceful environment. You have a right to live in a pollution-free environment. So, it provides so many rights in Article 21. And similarly, Article 22 is also provides some protection against the detention. You know, in the detention, a person is arrested because not only arrested because he is doing any crime. He was arrested on behalf of only that this person will be the reason for any disturbance in our country. That is why government is arrested some person on behalf of that this person is dangerous for the country. So our law provide the permission to arrest such a person who are danger for our country and their peace and stability. Okay, so Article 22 provides some protection against detention. Class. Now come on the next fundamental rights, right against exploitation. Class, right against exploitation. This is another fundamental right. This is third fundamental rights, which provide the protection against exploitation, like in the case of child labor, in the case of begari, or in the case of human trafficking. These fundamental rights, right against exploitation, protects every citizen against exploitation. This fundamental rights provide protection to the children who are 14 years or less than 14 years. These fundamental rights prohibited the jobs in a hazardous field for the children who are 14 or less than 14, and prohibited or control the human trafficking. So this article is very important. All type of begari was abolished in our country, and this is an important fundamental rights which provide protections everyone against the exploitation. Now come on the next fundamental rights, right to freedom of religion. It means, our country is a secular country, India is a secular country, and in our country every religion have a right to follow their norms, follow their rules, and everyone have a right to follow their religions. Everyone have a right to propagate their religion. Everyone have a relaxation to pay some fees for a religious institution. Everyone have a relaxation to participate in the religious ceremony in school or office places. So these right to freedom of religion is very important. All the religions are equally respected and every person have a right to follow their own religions. Everyone have a right to concite their own religions, propagate their own religions. They have a right to set up the institution of their own religions. Okay, now come on the next fundamental rights. This is cultural and educational rights. You know, cultural and educational rights. Every section of our society, such as tribal community who are living near the forest or in the forest, they have a right to preserve their script, language, culture and their norms. And cultural and educational rights provides some rights to this cultural community to establish their own institution for education. They have a right to take the administration of such an institution. They have a right to got the education in their mother tongue. So these cultural and educational rights are very important for minorities communities, the peoples who are living in the near the forest or in the forest, etc. Now come on the next fundamental rights, right to constitutional remedies. Students, you know, our leader like Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was saying these fundamental rights is soul and heart and soul of our constitution, because these fundamental rights provide the opportunity to go in the court. If someone has violated your fundamental rights, so every person have a right to go in the court against such condition. If anyone is violated your fundamental rights, and Supreme Court and High Court have the authority, they have authority to provide relief to such a person who is complaining about the violation of human rights. Every Indians have a right to go in the court, and this is the case of fundamental rights. So you can go directly in the Supreme Court or High Court for the relaxation. So these 6 fundamental rights are very important and they are separately listed in our constitution. You know, our Indian constitution adopted the Bill of Rights like USA. After the independent USA was also adopted the Bill of Rights. So similarly India was also adopted the Bill of Rights in their constitution like USA. So these fundamental rights are the security of every citizen against the exploitation, against the discrimination, against the any type of harm. Okay class, thanks. Okay students, You know, if the fundamental rights of any citizen is violated by someone, so a person is going in Supreme Court or High Court, and Supreme Court or High Court issue a writs. You know, writs are the notice by Supreme Court or High Court, and this writs was going against a person who violate the fundamental right of someone. You know, Supreme Court and High Courts issue these 5 types of writs, like first, habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, and quo warranto, and certiorari. Class, you know, habeas corpus. Suppose if someone is arrested by a police officer and the arrest of a person is not according to law and their arrest is not going legally, so Supreme Court can issue habeas corpus and High Court also to free such a person from arrest, or Supreme Court or High Court can also issue the order to present such a person in front of court for verification. And the second writs which are issued by High Court and Supreme Court is mandamus. Mandamus means we order that. Means if suppose a case when a person which is our office holder which are not doing their official duty, and due to this a fundamental rights of a person is violated, so in this case Supreme Court and High Court issue these writs to this officer to obey their duty, because due to their lackness of duty, the fundamental rights of a person is violated. So Supreme Court and High Court issue a writ to a office holder to obey their duty. Now, third writ is prohibitions. Prohibition, suppose this is a special case, and now I am going to explain prohibition of and statutory letter. Class, you know, Supreme Court and High Court issue a writs prohibition when the lower courts are doing their work beyond its jurisdictions, means अपने कार्य क्षेत्र के बाहर, if lower court are working, then the higher court order the writs prohibition to lower court to not do this work, because this work is going there beyond the jurisdictions. Okay, now next writs is quo warranto. This writs is issued to a office holder who doing their jobs and he is not eligible for their post, but he was hold the post. So our Supreme Court or High Court issue quo warranto. Okay, means office holder is doing their job, but he is not eligible to hold the post. It means a person is not eligible to hold this office, and if a person is doing their jobs, the Supreme Court or High Court give a writs quo warranto. And the last one is certiorari. This writs is issued by higher court to lower court to transfer a case from lower court to higher court. If upper courts want to this. So these are the writs issued by Supreme Court or High Courts, and these are very important and to protect the fundamental rights.